my wonderful BIAFRA brothers and sisters. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. I hear this message, where one of the what will I call it, a sacrificed lamb, and also an outcast that happens to be from Igbo origin, but working for APC to undermine the struggles of Biafrans and also what the Biafran stands for. By name Osita Okechukwu, this man has been on the forefront. I know it will be too easy to get all these people off our back, but with the help of the Chukwu Okiabiama, Umu Chineke must surely triumph, whether they like it or not. According to him, he said, and I quote, Southeast would have stopped talking about Nnamdi Kanu and Sam Ekpa if Atiku had obeyed the zoning formula Okechukwu. So, in essence, what they're trying to tell us now, whether they win the election or not, that if Atiku would have or have obeyed that zoning formula to zone the presidency to the southeast, then the agitation of Biafrans and the pains they are going through will stop. I think this man, you have something on your head. Osita Okechukwu, the DG of a Voice of Nigeria, you have something on your head. Before, I was thinking that the white hair that full your head is wisdom, but on the contrary, my dear, it's let me borrow this word. It's a curse to you, not to any other person that have white hair. Because I have been listening to you, both your online and offline comments. It's have nothing. It have no anywhere that you have ever contributed for this for the welfare of the Igbos. Rather, you choose to keep your loyalty to the Abokis and also to the Fulanis, who are killing your brothers and sisters every now and then. You and the so-called what is this Newi man that is in Lagos State. Two of you have been the outcast, have been the thorn on the flesh of the Igbos, both politically and non-political. And you people's approach is nothing other than the sabotage upon the lives of the Biafrans and also the Southeasterners. Anyway, my wonderful people, I beg you, and I don't hear them more. This one is coming from the mouth of the DG General of Voice of Nigeria, or you can call them Voice of the Fulanis, because this man is a mouthpiece of the Fulanis, sabotaging our struggles every now and then. Well, in another development, this one is under Nigerian news. Serap files urgent court injunction to stop National Assembly from taking delivery of 40 billion naira bulletproof cars from Obodoyibo. Let me tell you people, the things that will shock you if you are a Nigerian and you are clapping hands for this administration. It will shock you to know that these cars is an imported cars, and they borrow money to buy these cars for the lawmakers that are not making any law. For the lawmakers that are lawbreakers. How can you tell the citizens that to tighten their seatbelt, you are going to be sharing 2,000 naira? I saw one video in Kogi where they are sharing 3 cups of rice and 500 naira to indigents. But the lawmakers that bribe themselves and rig themselves are way into the National Assembly, are busy squandering money there. If you ask them, they will tell you these cars. Okay, if in that case, this is not the first lawmaker that Nigerians are having. They are not the first, neither will they be the last. So what happens for the cars? He said the car is for their errand, for them to be visiting their constituency. What happens to the cars the former lawmakers use? If it is a government property, then what happens to the ones they use? Because every lawmaker that comes to the office, they must possess a new SUVs, bulletproof cars for them. You are protecting them from the animals they have already grown on the street, that they have bought pump action guns and give to them, all in the name of defending their votes, all in the name of snatching ballot boxes. Then at the end of it, when you enter office, you then go and buy bulletproof and leave them at the mercy of the poor people on the street, poor people on the roads and at their different houses. That is the problem we have in Nigeria. All the guns that all these criminals have been brandishing every now and then, AK-47, AK-4010, and AK-4011, is being bought or being supplied to them by all these so-called fraudulent criminals we have in office called politicians. Anyway, Serap, if people can do the needful, fine and good. If people cannot, people allow them, let them continue. power is transient according to them. The actions as Ndume storms out of the Senate chamber after Akpabio ruled him out of order. Well, my wonderful people, I beg gonna hear we go take a start our news. Remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Most importantly, the campaign is still going on. Biafra to the world, Biafra to the moon, and all should help Biafra on the bandage of Biafran. We all shall stand. Continue commenting. I am not seeing you people hands. It has been quite so slow. You people have to go ahead and continue commenting. The international community, they are watching, they are listening, and they are hearing everything. Do not be tired. As I can never be tired of giving you this news every now and then, do not be tired to write your own comment as well, because that is the only way we are going to show the international community that we are communicating. Anyway, my wonderful people, please draw your seat nearer. We are about to take off. Director General of the Voice of Fulanis, Osita Chukwu Okechukwu, has said that the People's Democratic Party PDP flag bearer Atiku Abubakar is responsible for the unrest in the southeast. You are a liar from the pit of hell. And Natonda Amadio Hanai go fire you. Dara. Is it not the APC that caused on the arrest in the southeast? Is it not the emergence of hope that make Imo State what it is today? And you are there opening your thinking dirty mouth to vomit nonsense on a live TV show. Nonsense. Okechukwu argued that if Atiku had obeyed the zoning agreement and allowed the presidential candidate to emerge from the south, it would have given the region a sense of belonging. The elder statesman shared his thoughts during an interview with The Sun. He insisted that tranquility would have returned to the region if the PDP have fielded a presidential candidate from the southeast. You are talking about that. So what about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? So once they give him the presidency to the southeast, then what happens? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be forgotten, and the extension of Biafra will die just like that, my dear. I thought gray hair is for old age. I don't know. This one now have turned to be a curse on your head. Okechukwu argued that the region will have shunned the idea of sit at home on Mondays and talks about Nnamdi Kanu and Sam Ekpa if there was an equitable electoral battle. According to him, insecurity in the southeast is subsisting because of Atiku's unforced error. If he had obeyed the zoning convention, whether we won or lost, peace, tranquility, and sense of belonging could have returned to the region. Atiku further fueled the marginalization mentality of my people. That is my grues. We could have dropped the idea of every Monday sit at home on Monday, or talk about Nnamdi Kanu or Simon Ekpa after an equitable electoral battle, lose or win. Liars from the pit of hell. I have great respect for Atiku. He is a good friend to one of my big brothers, Dubem Onyia, former Minister of Foreign Affairs, and Choba Okadigbo, one of my political mentors. Yes, I said so, and I repeat that Atiku, wittingly or unwittingly, breached the subsisting agreement which binds our fledgling democracy and our fragile unity. Agreement of rotation of power from north to south is an agreement whether written or oral. As an elder statesman, the veteran politician, he should have adhered to the rule of law. If you stretch it further, his in-laws, Southeast, who actually it is their turn in the PDP caucus. The micro-zoning narrative maintains that out of the three geopolitical zones of the South, the Southwest, and the South-South had presidential over Nigeria since the advent of the Fourth Republic Nigeria in 1999, leaving Southeast in limbo. Atiku threw caution to the winds, shunted even P2B, one of the sane ones in the rank of the PDP, who was his running mate. Imagine if he backed P2B and the PDP presidency primary election, Obi could have emerged as the winner. Syrup files urgent court injunction to stop the madness on the National Assembly. The Social Economic Rights and Accountability Project has filed an urgent application to get a court injunction to stop the Fulani government from taking delivery of 465 exotic and bulletproof cars meant for members and principal officials of the National Assembly. Okupe News report that urgent step follows the confirmation on Monday by the chairman of the House of Representative Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Honorable Akim Rotimi, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led government will distribute Toyota Prado SUVs worth 130 million naira to each lawmaker when the country is dying of hunger. The lawmaker said it is the tradition of the National Assembly to procure utility vehicles for members, noting that the cars will be needed for oversight functions in the discharge of their duties within the standing committees. According to him, the vehicles are work tools and not status symbols intended to facilitate, improve the representations, constituency outreach, and oversight functions by elected representatives. However, reacting to the development, Serap on Monday night took to X, formerly Twitter, to disclose its moves on seeking an urgent court injunction to stop the delivery of the said utility vehicles. The civil rights group, in a short statement on its X page, formerly Twitter, said, "We are willing and we are filing an urgent application for injunction to stop the Nigerian National Assembly from the madness or taking delivery of 465 exotic bulletproof cars worth 40 billion naira for members and principal officials pending the determination of the lawsuit on the matter." Reactions as Ndume storms out of chamber after Akpabio ruled him out of order. There was drama on the floor of the Senate on Tuesday following the clash between Senate President Godswill Akpabio and the Senate Chief Whip Ale Ndume. As earlier reported by Okupe News, Ndume during Tuesday's plenary had raised a point of order in protest against how Akpabio was handling the affairs of the upper chambers on his own alone. The Senate Chief Whip was reported to have cited Order 54 of the Senate Standing Orders and raised a point of order, but the Senate President ruled him out of order. After he was ruled out of order, the Bruno lawmaker staged a walkout and returned to his office. He was reportedly just settling down when he, however, received a call from a colleague to return to the chamber for an executive session. Following the drama that occurred in the Senate, Nigerians have taken to the microblogging platform X to share their reactions. Below are some of the reactions we can be able to lay our hands on from the microblogging website. At Reverend Grace wrote, talking about the presence of all the senators who told them not to be attending plenary. Ndume just threw heads on Akpabio. He will soon be sacked. This one, now your own opinion. At Temi Bade, Akpabio is acting as if he is bigger than rest. He just one among equals. Rubber stamp Senate. At David Weiss, is Senator Ndume bigger than the Senate? If truly Akpabio didn't sack Abu, because if Akpabio should sack anybody, it should be Ndume, according to them. At Nigerian Post, I smell impeachment of the Senate President. These people are the cabals of the Senate. At Soji 71, gone are the days when Nigeria truly has a legislature. At Retro, there is a reason why hardship of legislative bodies is often a matter of seniority. There are many arsenal rules and technicalities that will take a long time to learn, according to my own brother. Abdurasami wrote, House of Commotion. Indeed, this is a house of commotion. At Cheese, Vincent wrote, Akpabio might likely not finish his tenure if car is not taken because he is doing or he's biting more than he can chew. At I am Sagoda, Akpabio maybe thinks president of the Senate is like being the president or the governor. The Senate president is first among equals. So otherwise, any matter being raised there have to be deliberate on not using power to be questioning anything you like. At Nasiri Road, truth is Akpabio doesn't know anything about Senate rules and he seems not to be willing to learn, according to them. At Alu, but why is Senator Akpabio is so arrogant? The Red Chamber is not like a governor's office where a governor is beat all sorts of powers. He needs to sit up and follow due process or they should remove him ASAP. At a Maraji route, I know Ndume will start revolt against Akpabio in no distant time. He is not alone in the bid to impeach Akpabio. Of course, this is a kaku something. At Highway, Ndume is one of the most arrogant senators. Why can't he meet the Akpabio in private to discuss this? Good Akpabio ruled him out of order. Well, people, I don't comment well, and I saw the thing take me. So my wonderful people, now here, me I go take live on. Anyhow, where take me, I beg, make it continue sharing this message. Whether it suit you, your narrative, or not suit your narrative. One most important thing there is that this message has been passed, and someone must surely learn from it. So my wonderful BIAFRA brothers and sisters, people who love what I'm doing and who believes in me. Now here, make one like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Remember, the campaign is still going on. Hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Biafra to the moon, Biafra to the world. All should help Biafra, and now here we stand. Anyway, my wonderful people, make on continue the jellification. Until you hear my voice again, I still remain Okupe Daily Talk. Make on enjoy this one. I'll be right back. I am signing out. Bye for now. Kemesiano.